Today on the 20th day of September 2022. We want to look inside salon economy. We dey ask the question, but do ya? Famulem, what do they experience now? For say, na devalue the money they devalue, or na inflation, na just they go up, up, up. But what thing again they cause inflation? Because tomorrow, like so, the Bank of Salon go on auction $8 million. I say, una come, make we all come put together, make we go buy dollar. But you go able to buy? You are know waiting at the criteria? Hold on. We can look inside there. Mostly, thank you for the stars. Now look inside it. But before that, today the 20th, a significant day na salon. You sabi na waiting? Today, if una fail na ya, una de left ya. Today na the 20th day of September. A significant day in Sierra Leone. I want to read from una na the comment section. Now waiting. I want to read. So, nobody knows Sabina waiting. Okay, Jerome. Phase 2 of registration. That's good. America is not about inflation. No, not the phase 2. Registration go start the second phase. Go start today, the 20th to the 4th of October. The 4th of October, don't forget. Albert Academy. Oh! I'm my alma mater. Now we did that one day. Yeah? Above all, Esekwam. So I beg, you know, no, and not only you come with school where you think say no to school, but we feel say na school. Now yeah. But let's continue. Yeah? Second phase of registration don't start today. You get any complaint? We think say there are areas where we ECSL now get them. You see video go viral. You complain again? Okay. We hope not. We hope not. We hope say how they don't fit say they don't amend them. Then criteria them we them challenges them. Don't be thing of the past. Thing of the past. Don't pass. We hope so. Let's just continue like that. So tell your family, tell your neighbor, we not be able for register. Make you not able. Say, this. They never push her. No, you don't know that. You don't know that. So I beg you. Go. Yeah? Go. Alright. Welcome to today business. Inflation. Devaluation. Dollar they go up. 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 Soon it'll be 2 Leone for $1. When the bank governor may announce this redenomination, the redenomination of Leone, well, a lot of questions then be they come. He made it categorically clear for say, if the pattern not change, we go end up usai we being comot. When Dan must be asked the president when the president will go launch this new money na Bank of Salon building. The president say, when Dan must say, well, whose assurance you go able for give we? Now the president say, well, me not to economist. Bam. The president na pull head there. He say me not to economist. Into na yeri wetin the bank governor don't say. Okay. So you want for point by the president? Or you want come back to and say, oh, now because I are the bank governor. Because a lot of time people are like, hey, if you fair the bank governor, if you fair. Bank governor na professor. You know must book bank governor be don't write about this way economy where they can get and so delicate today. Where they tell we say, if not to intervention, maybe the money for don't put up pass out with this. So he tell we. But now because of the strategy, the way they use. One part of the strategy them, now the way a manner where they auction the dollar. From the first time we begin auction dollar, you get people the way they frown at and say, Papa Bank Governor, Professor sir, this is the way they read in a book and this is the way they do so. You know they work, oh. You know they work. Papa Governor say, he's the professor. Who now they talk say, no they work. Now una no understand. So tomorrow, the 21st day of September, the Bank of Salon go auction $8 million. $8 million now then go auction. Alright. The thing has come and come. Let I bring you on board how this auction get for look like. Before I bring you, let I read first waiting and say. And say inflation now worldwide, now all cyber. Last week, somebody sent them £300 through Western Union. And he only gets $300.29. Before, now being almost $600. When go to Giant grocery store this afternoon, he take 4 items them and he pay for them over $40. My sister Anne, me self if I ever go to a store, I take 4 items, I pay for them $4. If now $1 item they I take. Eh? If I take $1 item, I go pay for them $4. Look onto the pounds. The pounds in begin to up where they look ping, then say then get Brexit. Then they come out under European Union. Now in the pounds begin stagger. I not say inflation no do, but now the 2 examples where you give me. Now I myself want take me konaya look. For the pounds to the dollar, the pounds begin stagger because of Brexit. Now they then lost timing. Eh? Now for the 4 item, it depends on the item you take, man. Okay. Let's continue. A boy say, not only the Leone, the dollar, they devalue at the moment. Right now, €1 they exchange for $1. Hey boy, you know say the euro, it pass the dollar? Or you no ever know that day? So this one will give you for, hey, me, I'm not an economist, but where you want can, yeah, where you want can't find no, because this one where you say the dollar and the euro always pass the dollar. So if you say the dollar now in they devalue, but it exchange for one, then the euro don't devalue you under. Now in don't devalue they. Okay. Well, he say it been past the dollar, but not anymore. So if it been past the dollar, but not anymore, would I devalue then? Now the dollar devalue or now the euro devalue? When I left for go inside. Let's just focus per we own. Let's focus per we own. He said I read in text back. Okay, I go do them. Not only the Leones, the dollar they devalue at the moment. That's why I read them all. Oh. Well, you say like it, I don't read them for you. Now you say the dollar they appreciate. Well, you don't see. Hey. Let me not an economist though, but I just tell you the school where I go. And a commercial stream I've been there. Yeah. So take care with me. I know it's all T8. I know Sabio, but we go learn from one another. Okay. Let's continue. We they look now, the Bank of Salon, where they auction. Where they auction $8 million tomorrow. The 21st. Tomorrow the 21st. Alright. The Bank of Salon don't pull press release. Yeah? Then say wholesale foreign exchange auction. Wholesale. Foreign exchange auction. Go take place system the 21st. The 21st. Now through commercial banko. Listen the criteria them. The commercial bank them na the country. Then go bid through waiting and call competitive window. Competitive window. And the auction go total the amount of $8 million. All commercial bank able for bid. So if you be get dollar account, if you be get dollar account, and be say money no dey, tell you bank tomorrow go buy you. Tell a let go buy. But listen the criteria. If I don't know if you bank get any kind of money. If you bank get any kind of money, yeah. All commercial bank go submit through Thomson Reuters trading platform. Okay. I didn't go submit. Thomson Reuters trading platform. In multiples of $100,000. $100,000, but that are multiple. But you know they exceed $1 million per bank. Per bank. Bank, you go buy. But you they buy in 100,000. If you meet up and I say, okay, I buy 100,000. You come back, you buy another 100,000, you go 200,000. You buy another one, you go 300,000. And so you buy say, but when you see you reach 1 million, you don't reach you at all. Okay. But remember, say, that auction, and the bank only they auction 8 million. What mean to say, if 8 bank then think to say, they are this powerful, they're able for sweep the 8 million. Fap! If we get 8 powerful bank then, we're able to buy $1 million. Then go sweep all. Eh? Okay. So, they can always tell we say people and they bien. Them boy they in the streets. Them bank them. Then get them big allege to them. We get money. So if them big allege then they pass through them bank then. Before you know it, first that auction money, 8 man able na call or one myself we able for sponsor 8 bank then in one able knock $8 million first. Now you see don't para. Then the bank you go the ask back say wait to. But we just auction $8 million. Where is the money? Eh? Where the money? You go to ask. Not to the first day, the bank governor the grumble. You go one for ask back say what to. There was limits not to so. Yes, not true. The bank governor he pull the limit where he put, then he can auction the money. Eh? I don't know if you understand what I mean. Limits be there. Limits be there. How much you dey go take? If you take pass mark, and then go refer you go down the bank, then no go give you money this and that. All that one day been there. Last week, then they pull her. The bank governor pull her. Where pull her though? He said now they camp up 8 million without any limits. Bank governor, sir, professor. I don't know whether they collect the data. I don't know whether they do the statistics for you. I know say the one the way he say auction bad. You and them, una don't go back and forth, para. And according to your philosophy, auction good. Auction good. Because what you do, it bring more dollar to the market. But who then at the market where they get their money and you they pump? Who then at the market where they get her? Because not to the first time this is the auction money. If the auction no more, then they swell her. Who then at them people there where they swell her, then dollar there? Eh? Who that? Because we need to find out too. Now make us say restriction be there. Well, if not attend the auction, well, some man not go able for come. But now restriction no there. Some man able stretch your hand. Now 8 bank they say, but now go buy all. Now sit down para back. Now they control this economy in this country. How they control her? One significant thing where the bank governor be say that thing they say, if we know they sell, we know they export, we know they export, we know they export. We just the import no more. As we the import, na foreign exchange now we they use. As we the import, we they give them dollar. Then give we goods. So the dollar now we country, the left they gonna do, the left they gonna do, the left they gonna do. You don't understand? But if you don't tell we see, unless we increase we export rates, we for make them they buy from we. We for make them they buy from we. We go give you waiting foreign exchange. But on our way to, yeah. Let's talk small ba. Let's talk small. Let's find some solution here. Samuel, thank you for the stars. I want to find solution here. Because beaucoup pa we dey send money. We dey send money. So the money we dey send, uswan way dey help, usai dey help. Na pa we forex dey help, or na pa we local currency dey help. Because after I see this, I begin to think, say, what to? Who they send money? And yes, now Leone stand and they give the yanda. But that exchange between the one they yanda and the one they naya, who they help? Who self the help? So the amount of money who they pump, if will not be the pumper now. If will not be the pumper, the bank governor go auction the $8 million down tomorrow. The next week he come it back, say he not see the money. He go come it back, say he not see her. Because wetin do? Some man a gammon guys are. When she open it is swell all thing. Then get the connection. $8 million, na money. Hey. For people we want for control we like how they control we economy so. And just they come together say, Amos, But là, buy and là, sit down para. But why? How do we fix this? How? Joseph Matthias say, in terms of inflation, the central bank they lend foreign currency to commercial bank and other financial institutions at low interest rate. You know the auction. Uncle Joseph. So the term auction where the bank they use. Now they try for breakdown saying a length. Na borrow. Na just financial jargon for say auction. Or say auction, anyone. No matter what we do, we get for try for increase we export? Wetin we go export? First of all, we no get factory in a salon. Because we too get, we juice, na for we sef. We beer, na for we sef. Well, let me say they don't begin export oil, the paddy, then get the other one in name, I don't forget his name. They say they don't begin export. I see them, I dey watch this economy I dey play. When it comes to exports, one word na I get for am, for we Sierra Leoneans. Low interest rate means auction. Oh, okay. When I thinking, what are they talk? We economy, we exports, we agriculture. Because if we not get waiting, factories them, for produce things them, if we not get them, we just get for go till the ground. Agriculture. But you go say, we're not able to feed we self yet self. I want for export this export. Well, the more we feed we self, the more we provide the things them for make we eat, the less money go the left we earn. The foreign exchange go the left the country for imports like rest. Like rest. But not to rest no more. Yes, we don't say rest now, staple food. What else we go introduce now we diet them? What we go introduce? Come on. The problem when me they see, institution they know they talk to themselves. Salon problem is compounded. Nobody know they escape salon problem. Salon problem deep. Nobody know they escape them. Your institution can never put you an up say, me I no mix pan salon problem. No, it's not possible. Even the newest institution when the STI, we able include and say, now they know they provide correct data. What thing then they do from who the hell are the STI, whose data then they don't give it for solve some of the major problem them. But the STI back go say, well, nobody no can meet me. Health and sanitation no can beat me. For say waiting. Well, for good health and well body, what you go able for do for produce na the country so that we not just they import where they make waiting with foreign exchange they go. What are we doing? Salon problem too much that everybody hands on deck. You cannot just sit down and point finger at one person. No. How about to kick about thank you for the stars? No. Papa bank governor self for no say before I auction. Waiting I get for kind side with. Who that I get for lazy with. Before the new money don't come out, so let just forget about her. And you don't come out done. Where the coin? Where the coin? Now that small round up for this money, round up. Now they carry this money so. Now free flow. Free flow. Institution for interconnected. We can take and make fun. Salomon, if you know it, you say that it's for money. You go tell say no eat it because you no eat rest. The agriculture. How much rest would they produce? How much? We still import. Just the other day, then they make money. Well, this other Solomon, he don't go import, but come on, rest, he don't count and back. Not to forex go so, not to foreign exchange, not. I don't care how much you say he waiting na money na in the left. That money they already left for nyam for its business. How we go get value added for certain things them where we get na the country. All till we export timber. We dey cut to the exports. Quick money, quick fix. Why? How? Masaka Vandi say, he said sometimes they when ki work at their offices them, in they see beaucoup people them working they listen to this program. They do listen, and I know that. I know say them they listen. But what see we go do for reduce that import? The bank governor he talk and plain. He say if we not fix that one day, the money go back outside. And how they see so? Who can't just say to him out? Who just left a leg of free flow? You want bring up a politics? Say now the government now they're not serious. Whose company them? Where previous government and then be all left. Whose government we don't come with serious? Maybe say, hey, let we put sand for agriculture. True, we all with to one. The president, we don't see him farm. We see where they go for go plant. We see where they go check the farm. Man, I don't know if they don't harvest or they don't harvest it. Professor Francis, the foreign minister, wanna be chief minister. Himself, and say, oh, look in yes. I must step and rest what they see. Pastor Mambu, himself, they try looking. Where are these people for able rest alone in Sierra Leone? Rice. Now one of we major imports produce that one day. We get grown who go able plant more. Yes. And so the people are not like, well, they can plant you out the lake if they not go eat her. They can plant you out the lake no. Then you got I get farm. This minister, I get farm. Then I get farm. One man they go now for take picture. Any minister, any minister where can I have for council with farm we not to harvest? We go name and shame you. Yeah? Una only ala son I get farm. We una farm them. Una not harvest it. Whose impact it don't do to the community who side that farm they did? Whose impact una farm don't do to just the community? Let we carry the camera there. Let we hear the good work we don't do. We let the people let us say even 1 month, 2 months. They not buy rest and market. They not buy cassava. That's where you plant. Then buy from you. Papa God. The president, he go say, what's in that country where he go safe? Now Indonesia, we say he go for rest. We don't see, huh? And then, not cow with politics now. Yeah? And they talk about how we go reduce imports. And number one thing with the imports, now waiting, now rest. Oh, Vietnam. Yeah, Vietnam. Now they bingo. How, una thank you, now don't remind me. How that one they don't come out for we? How we don't come out for we? Who that go can be? We go can say, you know it's in? Eh? The Toma bomb. Where would they eat Toma bomb? Hey, Papa God. We get the solution to we problem them, but we they refuse for solve them. Another very, very cement. Look how much cement don't reach now. Eh? Look how much. Hey, Papa God. Now make the talk see, I don't care. And me, I dey show you me farm. And me, I dey show you how they harvest back. I dey show you how they harvest. I dey show you how they go sell. I not go sell like how then they sell. But at least you go able to buy from me. That's the plan. That's the plan right there. Eh? But waiting. Pas souci then go now. I make feel. Now what make self some of you they feel saying politics then they play. Now make you feel saying politics until now the tongue where they come out that people farm then they can go team up so. How all town are they plant on an harvest? Eh? But wait too. This nine other problem na salon. Let we say now we're able to captivate souls them, minds them. We all go into farming. Are we prepared for that? We get storage. We get storage for that. For which we go produce. Eh? We get. Which we don't put in place. If yield come up better one. We get. Come on. What's in the plans for the SLPMB type of? Even if we don't call her SLPMB again. Eh? The only farming where they make money in a salon, na miro, timber. And not so local, but then take advantage of the fertile soil. But Salomon, not the land. It's some they say. Hey, Papa God. You dagger. You doubt me, eh? Watch me. Go subscribe to Explode Tripoli. Go subscribe no more. Then wait for that serve you. Tolo say the first thing we need na 24 hours light. You don't see what I say salon problem compounded. 24 hours light, eh? It they come. We don't get 3 sources now, they get light and free tongue. It they come. Because you know too. The other day, we see the Minister of Energy. He said that they can't change some distribution cables and all poles and whatnot. So they come. When? And also be. But the parliamentarian were in charge of energy. Self don't say no. So now people ain't go talk, huh? But what am I saying here? Salon. For make we money get value, we need waiting for invest by agriculture. Something they were a land. Yeah? Then he make a begin to wonder, say wait to. If people in East Africa, they do am, what make we not able for do am? From Abadan time, from when Adam was a boy, Eve was a girl, we salon now at a well we sabi. 30 days now sabi. You know say you get farmers then. Where then get their land. Then they build small dam for the water. You know that? You know that? Yes? How will I know that? See, we get farmers then. We for water source. Then they first stay and get small dam. Like one farm they where they look. Now then they supply even the village and give them one pump. But we not sabi that. We not sabi that one they safe. We not sabi that day. Hey, we people them. Ataya. Hey, salon. You know, they come meet me now. Who side of me small pepperboard farm day? Hey, we people them bad and get problem, yeah? We people them get problem. Then say, hey, well, you look here fine. Eh? So with man and me don't can watch ya. And the other one say, let's go. Myself, one side they will be go walk. The dirty way there, it tell like that dirty way there and then they mine gold day. Sometimes gold day na ya. When they come, they look this dirty fine. If you able to find investor there, that's so. Now don't get it for camp well una tongue. Una don't get it for can dig this tongue now. Una don't ready. He said because they want and they go walk there. He tell like say the dirty way there and if you buy the dirty way there na ya. And then they mine gold day. Sometimes gold day na ya. Hey God help una. Una they dig. There this me pepperboard farm una no candy. Una just dig una dig yana no more. Yeah, una dig day. Una fena now fine. Una no able fena. Una just knock out dirty na ya. Eh? Now just knock out her. Yeah. But how we go able for build we export? Let me come and ask the question. How? We all get part for play. Governments getting part. We self as individuals them, we get we own parts them for play. We get her. That money will you take buy Okada for that family member. Most stuff we na. Hey, now we get the Okada there. Now we get the power saw there. Now they come back to Toko. You know what's man in there? We be done by power saw for let them go cut board for her. Where they eat him power saw. Now we all learn answer. Now we also she don't know. Eh? Let's just buy one bike gap. Let go fend for himself. Agriculture. And I make I tell you say, we don't get the big one they eat. We can start small. We feed we self. We go able for eliminate some of the things that the imports come. Then at the end of the day, we begin get value added for some of the things them where we they able for harvest. We produce different things in them. But look salon. No. Now me can tell you say, hey, the brag and big talk for nothing. Now in salon man gets the institution them. You know you go there they talk about cocoa. Why you want to talk about cocoa? Eh? Usai, Ghana, Ivory Coast. Then sabi them for cocoa. For like we build, we build with cocoa plantation, let we get recognized. We not gonna wait to we pan access now. We get the best cocoa. We cocoa find pass Ghana, Ivory Coast. Who know you? Who sabi you true? Who that sabi you? You're not able for even come inside the market yet. You don't praise yourself. Just like how Kinoe can't a politician there. Eh? World best. Talk can do. Eh? Papa na you na the man. Even when can't to man na area. Eh? You can't to artist, you know sabi sing because na party. Na you na the but if they not give, they rock you. If they not give, they rock you. The same thing what they do. You know they no say they destroy the country. We don't, I say we not do that yet. We dey pa the nak chest na we get the best cocoa. We dey nak chest na we get best cocoa. Eh? Hey, Papa God. This country where you give you salon. I don't know. Inflation or devaluation. Now the salon this so okay. How we self go step in for able for help. Because Mr. Professor left and gam. You know the teddy. The auction. And we sabi make month today. Salomon. We for talk left and give we. Alright. Let's bring in Tony. You're welcome on board, sir. What you get for me today?
Yeah, Abraham. Thanks for having me. Kushen Kabo Family. Abraham, you mentioned about agriculture. If we really want for pick up, probably we can use agriculture as a first step. But how we go able for push agriculture in a salon where we know people are not able to get the capital? Agriculture is not just something where they say I go sell bread. Not just the three way they put the bread you go sell na PZ or wherever on a junction. It takes a lot of capitals. So you find out say we get forget like a scheme where government for establish. Although they get a scheme, you get forget because agriculture needs implements. You need tractor, you need power tiller, you need other things that you need. You need fertilizer. It depends on the type of product you want for plant. Not to rest no more. You go with a cash cropped products that we can eat. It means a lot of things. And one area where I feel say the government or they can put a policy for help, it, not directly the government, but indirectly, is how financial institution we ready for give people them loans and able for give people not only give them the loans, but give them at a percent at an interest rate which is lower. We're going to find us say you know go just be a burden and get a ready market. You mentioned about SLPMB, Sierra Produce Market in Bordeaux, we get a case is a scenario where I go take like we bring me the support and the farmers there for grow sorghum. You know, say bring me the raw material and me ups and barley, they don't see the way them they bring us. So then begin then go through UT Bank. UT Bank me they give loans to farmers, then farmers them the farm sorghum. So when they get the sorghum, they can sell and bring. So there is that market. So you get to create a system wherein not to just say we want to go farm, but let it look attractive. Say if me now also this so like I want go salon, there is institution where if I'm not able to get the capital now, there is institution where I go I say okay, I don't kind of okay commercial bank or salon commercial bank. I want for farm. I get me my project. I get this. They evaluate them, they see and everything because they not just grant you loan just because of whatever. Once now a business loan you go take or you want for do farming, government get for make sure say there is that policy they get for put in place for encourage more entrants people for do the business or for coming for out in cattle hearing people then they say egg so go begin export eggs we neighboring countries the within neighbor so many schemes then they but not to just we where the overseas so you can able get a loan, you go take a loan at bank, you go salon, you invest. But people on the ground, they get the idea, they get also I'm talking about indigenous private sector that don't want to do the business. But the loan scheme na salon is too expensive. You find out saying I make you see most times foreigners come na salon and they do very well because then go they get the whole association like the Banese association and they what India and the seven get the now they head it then they go where they sign for them as collateral. So some of these loans they give these Indians guys this and we call them not to for saying that then they go direct. They have associations. So why can't we have like we have Sleeper, Sierra Leone Import Promotion Agency, we there for improve exports and of people the way they go, sound as a collateral, get a policy and get see how we can for develop them and with trend go to the scheme how you go. If we do that, they go farm. But farming in itself, it's an expensive business. It's really even if not cattle. It's not for you remember the last time now you do a program, then go pull veterinary doctor, also then go pull a Senegal for can't take care of them cow they will be they die. We have them, but it's not we don't get plenty people the way able when a veterinary then we go say if I invest in cattle, then begin to die sick cap. So the whole things then we get for set the structures. We get for make sure say from that structure we move. You understand? Then the other areas, again, where it will sound monotonous, always they say this. If we can build institutions, there's no way we know inflation because mind everything import to the imports, and we know the exports that much. Where's then the way you can able for create a revenue? It's just like when you take December, for example, when Sierra Leoneans then they go Boku holiday maker, then they go. You see how the dollar the stagnates. Sometimes it even drop. What he make? Not of government policies, it's just because more people come with more foreign exchange inside the country. Even that country, how would they? You know how many million international students with the Kaiser America? My class, 80% of the people they waiting at my class. Now international students, they know they can't empty-handed. They can't America they talk about. Then they count foreign exchange in their pockets. You understand what I mean? We therefore go back to that stage where they say we want to become the anthems. We still maintain. We want to reclaim anthems of West Africa. We want to get that pride. How they do it? Build institution like education. We talk about education in system in our country. You know how many people where they go Ghana for go Lambuk, where they go Uganda for go Lambuk, where they go Kenya for go Lambuk, where they go Luganda for go Lambuk. Why can't we go back to the basic, build with educational system, with universities them, get proper hostels, get make sure say then standard, get internet we greater for standard. That we internet not to this internet way where they stomach, not to this stomach will get a salon. Internet we say internet Way very good way. If people they want surf the net for get materials, it easy. If somebody want to do an online program, you understand? It easy for make them able get access. All the things then they couple you just for put them into in place where you going for attract more international students. We're going to cancel people in Liberia they want education. People in Guinea they want learn how for speak English. So man, they go Ghana for go learn how for speak English. Why can't we build with institutions? You know how many people they left salon every day they go Ghana with money every week, every month, every this just for medical conditions. If we invest in a medical condition in our country, we invest proper one. You know, we get that like what they say they won't forget a diagnostic center. We standardize them. We make hospital them very attractive. You know how many people that we go to common and neighboring country. I can always use this as example. You know most people that when they come and best in hospital na Lusa. When they come out Guinea na Mabesene, people they know people they come out Senegal there because they can na Mabesene based on a referral basis because people go online, they look and they say, hey, who side you go where you go get now salon, I go with you. We have to build this institution. If we cannot export diamonds or gold or whatever, let we build wait till we get in our country. Let we build the structures, let we build institutions. People then they come for hospital. Mind you, when they can, then they come empty-handed. Then they count money. How many people they will go Ghana for just the dialysis and this and that for cancer? We have to build all those things. You find out say we they spend more money. Somebody want go Ghana around in person sick. Who say if you say they get the money? Now that dollar guy big, it go meet now treat, he buy dollar, or you go to a bank, you go get dollar, you go to Ghana. So if I not say not only the business people they know more they buy the foreign exchange when they put, even people themselves were sick, we need money for same for their family, them other side where they go for medical condition. People they want go on medical condition na India, people they want go na South Africa, people they want go wherever where they do. Now dollar they go, then they go to Leones. So when you look at not shell, not to just the business people then they capture the dollar. Even the private people themselves where they do business, I mean where they go for medical condition, self need dollar. So in your holistic approach, you have to build all these institutions. Not to, I've always said this, emotional intelligence, you have to think outside the box. It's not all the time we go for IMF, for money for go take IMF or World Bank or this. No, you build what we have. Yesterday they talk about say the number there where ECSL give. Sarah tell no did it. Sarah tell when you check the audit report, you see how many $1 million, I mean where they take for improve on that investment. What's that money go? What's that go? You go now other people them pockets. You understand? You know how much if we sell they make but earning before interest and tax amortization. Do you know how much they make? Orange they make. If Sierra tell when now we own, they become more viable. More viable. The proceed what they get or the revenue when they get, it do for take care of ministers. It do for take care of even if now them proceed and you take care allocate to colleges, universities, them build hostels. The money they say no, the president they travel. People then they get found. Oh, now the way you go travel now this. Some of them money they do the president they use. If they can use their money, then they say today that money that president for use, will they go buy bid and put all of them bid then college will get. Build infrastructure, build. I mean it's common sense. Scenario construction. Look how people they do and best practices on the other side them. Not to rocket science. You know how many people where they can America for can book, where they come for medical condition from other side them, Middle East, this, that, out there for come. You know how many dollars they inject? If we can do the same and replicate the same thing in our country, nobody know how know about politics. Nobody know how know what in government they do. Because what make their jobs. That person self we get bar, what they call because holiday maker and they can student and they can the contribute they can for medical condition, then they count money, family and they can send them money go the SME and self the small medium enterprise. People themselves they open small hospital, where they open their own personal business must make money because they know say people then they come, the country, tourism go this by referral. Somebody say, hey, my mama this alone. Now they go get medical condition. Party say for go there for go see. Now fine country, then get nice beach, then get nice. Those referral, those goodwill. Or they bring so much that people then go left for can our country. But when you can our country, look where somebody sick person they want for Congo. We have all those things we can leverage on. Those are gray areas. What the government they do? Most times when we talk, people just feel so one for pointing finger. No, we are not pointing fingers. These are people that all they feel say they learn book, they get this, they are elites, they can think out of the box and make if governments, if countries sweet money, them big things they don't highlight. We are more into it. More and more, I just don't want to explain so many benefits the country will gain when we invest in those institutions. So many business people, any people in the diaspora go glad for invest because if I put in a switch, there's light, and the light not to just get the light is affordable. You get more businesses will open up. They say, them mommy like you say, little, then say small way to go better pass fast go, but then get our way to go. If all, let's say, for example, now we get 30 businesses will operate. If you create that kind of institution, and they get more than 100 will open. You don't need for pressure the 30. You can even reduce taxes because now you don't get a wider. You don't get more taxpayers. You don't get more indigenous business. Look at Guinea, for example. Now, in summary, Guinea, for example, you know how many months Guinea then dollar stagnates? It's 800 and something. I go Guinea May. That's the same 880. Now, if I not say the people that want to come out salon for go do business, like they don't able go again for go buy market because the dollar no more alone as salon. Now, Guinea money don't appreciate more than we money. First, 100,000 salon money, now 150 Guinea money. Now, you give 100,000 salon money, Guinea money, now 75 francs and they give you. Me, not to say, person tell me, I go and change money in a Pamlap. So now tell me, Guinea open doors. When you talk about initiative, now the same thing at the so now Guinea they apply. Go Guinea and see, and rod. Then they need for go begin the waiting. Now they contemplate say therefore begin manufacture some of those things. Now cement, you don't mean the cement factory with the Guinea. You don't mean this everywhere. When you create that kind of environment, that business environment where less taxes, compare taxes in Salon and Guinea. We pay more taxes in Salon past Guinea. And Guinea get more businesses just because they create the environment. They able now they suppress the few business the way they bring certain things away. Just the car they say, go my best in my I call this Duncan Hospital. Now Duncan Hospital, they're waiting for I don't know for now if few months they don't give them out to private business. That's what they did. Then they renovate with somebody where they Guinea will correct me. If na lie, they lie. Now then they wait for get to private. Why can't we do the same thing? If na stuff we develop, aim for seller, no make nobody no go buy a dead. Who don't go buy the body? Nobody no go buy the body. They make seller tell them so they wait. So why can't you develop the infrastructure? Why can't you develop the brand? You get more value. So if somebody they can buy, go buy at a good price, or probably you go partner like how Kenya partner. Kenya can be the telecom, they call it Safaricom. Kenya, let me get 100% ownership of the company before they sell shares. Now, we talk about e-commerce in Kenya, M-Pesa, what they call M-Pesa, we call the Airtel money, Orange money. They're number one in Kenya. Those are always the way they leverage for make you make money. But if we say no now we go into politics, this more money what we get, then they use for travel, then they use for this, then they use for that, then they use for so what's left for we invest. That's there. So even allocated budget to this ministry, then they implement the money the way they allocate this money for because they one person on they not get land. Now one land, it want for build the material they go up every day. So say if you say get for pull money there, you want to drive good motor car, you want to do this, you want at the detriment of this taxpayer money, same money where IMF go give, same money where World Bank go give. So when you look at how many projects it ask for we develop because we make we're not able to think. How for develop every 2 years when it's not privatize this, not privatize this. So where privatization, which good way they do it? Look, Salpos sit down. Where you able for develop scheme for the Salpos. We were in overseas from wherever they live in China, Dubai, wherever, Kuwait, wherever. You will get confidence if I post this thing to Salpos, my family waiting na Yomandu, waiting na Taekwondo, or waiting na Suafe, go get them. You go then deliver their hand. That's how you build institution. You get for building confidence. You get for you know they happen overnight. Nobody know if say Salon will develop overnight, but put the structures. Let us see that okay, Salpos with time after 2-3 years because you get for build the confidence. People don't get forget the trust first for sales. If I post this phone, na to me fambu na Taekwondo, you go get her. Once I want to tell referral. Na referral. I don't say, me I post phone, me fabu wedding na firma, you get her. Next person you go say, that's true. Except they do the same thing. So you buy without the you that's so you develop. But we feel say na get the made. We feel say no, we want for justify the wrongs. We say it happen even in America, petrol they go up, even so, it go up. No. But they are doing things for creates. You see them, they think outside the box. They bring initiative. How for develop our economy? If we get businesses, they do very well. We don't know they depreciate. It add more, it get more value. You know the depreciation. We're not going to see too much inflation in our country. What's in it? Because what's in it? People that involve money there in circulation. The problem all will get what's in it inflation this so now because money not there in circulation, we get a cash strapped economy. People that will get the money for do business, they afraid because what's in it, the taxes are high, other things then they were not favorable. The climates are the country, so man they afraid say anything can happen because you they see all this thing them is you know that this scientists are indicators where they make you know they get confidence and say make I go put money because somebody say 2023 election not there for funny because you wait till the science of what they see. So we take it to all of those into all those concerns. If we not build institutions there, we not build the education what they talk about, make it become attractive, not just for we no more salon. Let people enable their mind from both side and they someone way want go college, if they go on online, it check side because cheaper. Who say everything because the facility they do on a salon with good facility, good whatever. Who don't go and can salon for can educate yourself and sit down a beach weekend enjoy yourself and chill. We get fine woman there, we get fine weather, we get fine this, we get fine views. You understand? Business will improve. Hospital then you see people they also go elsewhere for medical condition because what you make you not get all those facilities. Invest in those institutions. Invest in things. Then put system in place. Nobody know how for waiting code. But I mean. That you will take Abraham. It's a law lot. This is not politics. This is just how you put policies. It's just how you put the system. Let the system work. Many things have happen and they country all day. All they country all they talk about. Then they happen. This is the system they put in place. They just did they collect their taxes. You buy this, you pay state tax, you pay federal tax. That's it.
Thank you very much, Tony.
You're welcome, Abraham.
Yes, Alpha, welcome on board, sir. What do you get for it today?
Yeah, Triple A, thanks for bringing me up on this Sweet One Pot show. I want to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all the listeners. Um, I want to go back to some of the statement them from the governor and then, of course, back by the president. But first of all, I want to say a big thank you to you for we dedicate some man we want for justify wrong system. And sometimes, I wonder when people they try for justify things when they go right in a Sierra Leone and want for use them as a base for ensure say we accept things when they go right. What I mean by that, Triple A. We agree say things are rough all over the world, but I think government are doing tremendously well for their citizens all over the world for ensure say they reduce the suffering, the burden, and the economic crisis when the different countries then they face. If you watch even Canada, of course, you get people away in Canada, then go tell you the government don't do so many things for ensure say they reduce the economic crisis. Yeah. Sometimes they even give additional payments to people away they work for make sure say things really calm down. People they use this thing as a justification for make the government not be able for do well in our country in Sierra Leone, and that's the thing with me not go ever for support. So I see when you dey educate people, and like I say, let God continue for bless you. Now that make way you they play the pledge. People not you understand the importance of which you can they play. Because we for always put Sierra Leone above all other interests what we get. Because if we they say things are difficult, now they pray say Sierra Leone, the government will do well, things they even though things are hard in other country, but Sierra Leone things are better. But not only use the hardship in other country for justify the hardship in Sierra Leone. Then when it comes to development, when you want to talk about light, you want to talk about water, internet, they say they will tell you, oh, but not compare Sierra Leone and America. But you see the same text are the way they compare. But look, even America said the dollar done this, UK said the pounds done this. But they compare the lights, the water, the facility within the UK, the America to Sierra Leone. Sometimes I don't know if we really get Sierra Leone at our heart. Because if you get Sierra Leone at your heart, they left the UK where they say you go sit down at Sierra Leone. They left the America where the one way they justify the government. Now they say this statement for. If you think say Sierra Leone is good, is better off, why you not left outside you then go sit down at Sierra Leone? But yet still you want for justify the government wetin dem dey do say na the right thing. For me, selling the auction dollars to for let the government gain more money wey na loans, for me I no think say na good thing, because the same governor dey tell we this, tomorrow I turn whistle, next tomorrow I turn whistle. You know, somebody dey I think na Mosdi, let God bless you Mosdi. You see, there is difference between theory and practical. I always say this, even when you do it, then they encourage you when you do study, let you back them up with practical experience, because it they make you get job fine, good and faster. Even Africa, other parts of them, now the world. So certain things, you know more. If we profess on that theory is based on, trust me, we dey go back to this old system. Because when you look at the reality where they happen at the ground, go right now. The $100 it's almost 1,600,000, 1,700,000 now in Sierra Leone. What thing they go on? At the end of the day, we come back and say, we say this, no, they don't hold the money. This amount, millions dollars, they don't this, they don't that. Outside the millions they go. Outside the money they go. And then same one within our government, the same one, and then they change, exchange the money, take yonder, make yonder, make yonder. At the end of the day, the poor people continue for suffer. But when you want for talk, you get people that were so party focused, we're so party, I don't know, it's as if the party inside them DNA. It's absolutely wrong. People and they suffer unnecessarily when government able for solve. With the complete this first way they begin talk about this new money when they bring up. They say in order for improve on the economy. Why you change the money if you not improve on the economy? How you go tell people they saying that psychological impact the money they get? Is this psychology now they control the economy? No way. Then you say you go on even when people and they give comments, people and they say do this, do that. I don't know these governments how then they take things. We don't change the money. Has it improved on the economy? No way. Things are still going down. Every 1-2 years go auction dollars. At the end of the day, who that they lost, who that the thing they suffer affect. Now the poor people. Then you get people away. I don't know if now I don't know. Really, if they love Sierra Leone, who side them come out, or they not get nobody, they not get people in Sierra Leone they suffer. For can't justify them kind here. Other government then they do everything humanly possible for make the suffering reduce. They will sit down with they justify suffering they all sign at the wall. Suffering they all sign at the wall. Then why can't you live where you are and then go to Sierra Leone? It's absolutely not good. I don't know why Sierra Leoneans then do it so. Why can't we say things that the government jack up, let the government, you know, man up to the responsibility and reduce suffering? Instead, we want for justify and what they do. When they talk about field, they go tell you say, oh, now Ukraine field they under, field they up yonder. But when they put field down, they know they put down na Sierra Leone, you need justify Andy. It's really, really sad. I don't know really the one the way they do the NCR, if they really get them blood then na Sierra Leone where they suffer. How can you do that when people are suffering, they justify wrong? If this thing, this new laws me, they come for help the economy, why you they auction the dollars? And are you same one talk say Sierra Leone for do things that with the export so that we will get dollar. Now we get the dollar, then you sell them back. Does that make sense? Does that help the country? Usai. If you not be careful now, few like what you say now, few man and they go sit down, they buy all that dollar day. At the end of the day, other they suffer back. He go come back here and now say the new laws with them, they call it dollars. Other they take the new laws. Hey, whole banking system, you know, about that they withdraw money. A whole banking system then as Sierra Leone when in at the head, money they reduce or money where you go print. Wait till today we don't know how much money they print, how much they use for print that money they never announce and give it. It really, really sad me. It's where they really they pain me at this. We don't come abroad, we don't see, we don't feel development. We they work 247 we they work. Job the fact now job they will they per job, then they show we job adverts them. Now we same one they come work with they justify people and they suffer youths then they Sierra Leone hundreds, thousands of youths unemployed. Oh, talk governments now they give people a work. Are you serious or are you kidding me? You know, most government supported projects then where they make where they want the can't get job. And see what our government is doing. No way. Now we'll sit down, but because we are connected or affiliated to party, we want for justify them. And then both way, the same thing where APC be there power. Now the same thing this they happen so. Where APC me anybody where talk any minister where bring radio or whatever, he say they make road. The same thing to the wire. Anyone when you call, he says free quality education. So apart from free quality education, is there no other thing people should live by or so and get from the government? It's really, really sad. Sometimes they grieve me spirit, man. Triple A. Who they see development, who know why they go na Sierra Leone. You come out, you talk, and more people will get away, then they paint you, say you know this party, than that party. I really, really, sometimes I can ask God, wetin do Sierra Leone? We know dey pray low get flyover, low get street lights, low get things them wey dey happen as Sierra Leone. We no dey pray for that day. When you wan talk, you see people and they justify, and na so yanda mi dey, and na so this day, and na this, na that. It's really, really sad. No. Sierra Leone, I don't know how for describe we. You create a whole platform for like we able for educate people in Sierra Leone. You create a whole platform for like we able for connect to people them. It's not us that have seen development, who have lived development, who have lived in developed world. It's not us that should help the country to develop. Instead, we are here justifying wrongs. We are there justifying things, and killing our people. Say today na water na problem, say today light na problem, say today good hospital, small sick pass dem fly you. If you no get whether dey fly you, na die you die so. Diagnostic machine e no dey. Then we sit down wey dey justify wrong. God go judge each and every one wey dey put party before go this country. Thank you very much, Tripoli.
Thank you very much, Alpha. Who's friend? You get the platform, sir.
Thanks very much, Tripoli, for giving me the platform. And thanks to the present the information and the source of information we're giving, and thanks to the listeners then. Regarding this inflation, I believe and devaluation, it could be difficult for like you reach a point, but as I see, unable to follow up throughout the presentation. But the point here is, as I see the system of the country, I believe the way they go now, we're not going to say actually now both of them they go side by side, but the inflation of itself, means they reflect because of the devaluation. It reflect more and more as the devaluation they go. But the main thing of inflation, we look at always from the point of your value of your goods, the value of waiting your country get, and what you are able to give out what they say GDP for let you go turnover. And based on that one, how they manage them. And they look mostly that one they can come from the policy what the central bank they do between and then even the trade. Within the trade, they affect the type of conditions them. But you get different factors working on if it can cause this, we can see. Some of them now want them way at least we don't know how we manage reach day, but there is always a solution. And some of them will see the trends of which make we reach at the point of inflation. And once you get those areas of your goods, you get services them, and then you get the type of money where you use for chase and in value, in baseline. Within at the baseline now, waiting you the change for that money days. The money in currency, to a certain amount of the baseline currency, wouldn't they say this the forex, or whether they say foreign exchange, whether the dollar, most of them they use, how they base that line they, in other words, they get forget security. So when they talk of fiscal rules, and they talk of rules of life more, because when they talk of rules of life, now waiting you live as a living person. But based on all this, now there you as somebody now where the overseer who they expect the government get for always coming with good things for help. But knowing say the evaluation, the inflation of itself, it can come. In fact, we know see there is a difference. The different point where we look at inflation back. You see, because when you talk about the other point, we say we look at inflation again. You will say again the point we are in. You will say, well, this time not to the money, now the goods and money not there. You see, they can get back. You say, oh well, the money don't boku so much that now what will they use for go give them? Excuse me, give them out. So it is like inflation. So in fact, that was the psychology where the bank governor they use. The other side of the inflation where they say the money is circulate like waiting scenario where the bank of what Ghana been get for experience and few other countries where they developing sites, how they experience with the money transaction. We don't go so much that they not get away. Somebody push out with borrow all those stories. But the point here is once those two points then the day now aim the inflation it can become worry. But you always look at an index. What's in this index? How you they try for check your money, how your money they go with the type of goods and what's in the car inside. That point they now in at the point always somebody will they deal with money issue, whether the central bank or the government, and then even the citizens they look. We see now them how they observe because those signs now in other words now like a gauge. When they look what I engage, they go up, they go up. You don't see this, you don't reach for it, go they up, they go full up, they go flow over that tube they were put. Like we be the rain gauge. You watch them, you will tell this rain, I don't can't see. So these are the areas where you get for look. But as long as when you see those goods and services, and then you see the interest rates, the way you put interest rates. In other words, when they say this particular thing where you don't can't take, well, at least you pay back for them. The bank they put that point there, and then you see back the restrictions where the commercial bank they said they say, okay, well, because of the interest rate, because I will get more taxation. So I will able to cover. You see, so you then look at you they try for cover inflation from the point say, because of one, the goods and boku, the cash boku, so make I reduce the money, so that the money not go boku. So that in a logic. So you they see say they don't do devaluation. So they don't see the devaluation now. So they say, well, because of the devaluation, we do so that money no go buckle in circulation. But the concept of that point today was not to control inflation because we don't see the point of devaluation it come as a result of waiting the money they do not the mind, and then it's so buckle for work out. Then the size of another pocket. And then also the logic where it will bring from foreign investors for say there is some respect for that value there. So they are both things and where they work side inside by side. But the point, not to a point where a parallel for say and they go all the way through. Now a point where someone will get for say they divert to one point. And this point where they say they divert, now they the value, now the GDP. What you say this point now, we either go to this point, now it will bring we down because we don't get something with the value we own base currency. We get something we sell out, and then we don't beat a face value of all of the products that we go able to meet up now the world. So we get something so we profit. And once we get something we profit from the outside world, and that profit then they bring kind of currency there. So you see if the currency, one of the foreign currency, when you go bring inside what is it forex, or now your money when you don't devalue. For say I don't reduce all the numbers. So, but it comes to the point where you therefore don't direct the point wherein I therefore make sure say I dey look between government policy them when a political way where they can look at the point to say now we they decide not to because of the profit with the government the business that they do. So you see two sides. You as the look say now is the government profiting from this? Okay, then they try to say we are doing development. But the ones who are the people who they govern, you will see say that the point the diversion of that they go to them passionately. So you then look the point back, say, what about the citizens and where I will make something from what I been get for I will multiply them. In other words, money will they come out from the bank. When I the monetary, they say, okay, the government when they me they take them, I go trust them for can do business. Because I'm for the bank day. But if you go take them for can do personal things, will it develop you, then you they divert the point for what in a development day in terms of monetary and fiscal policy. So it depends on how will they divert in our funds and how will they try to manage our resources and how will they put measures in place from the time when they gauge they go right small, gradually to a point where it dey reach. And this point where you don't reach, now they have this, like a stag. Yeah, we see these things and they stagnate, they go before again. The currency, you find out, oh, the currency, they see in circulation. Oh, the currency not do, or people and they keep them currency. All time they can see all my one for change foreign currency. So you they see that stagnation point between the currency. If they move the way it get for move, we people and want out for move. Then now they, because of the prices and back, we don't they rise up from external shock because we'll not be able to maintain that price from the outside of waiting the leverage, waiting will they get as income from waiting will they either get tax or other thing. So we're not able to leverage anything from a price really come up from other factors they will be done put. The factors they will be done they try for not control, we not tax, we not how the bank they for work and how will they distribute their resources that will be get so that then go on side where then will say, well, we will help follow, we cover up here while we wait for this scam. But while then they do that one day most times, you see the money now in then they just try to push let it flow. But it don't flow at a point now that some of it now don't flow without value. And then you see a strange scenario now where you see money with a big valuation, it move along a value one way in they don't devaluate them because of the way where they don't. So it's actually a point of where we get for avoid the stagnation and prices and the inflate. It look very, very difficult because by then what they begin to experience is non-payment of workers and then non-payment of certain investment projects the way they do. Because by that point now, you see say the turnover we the government they get, the equal for let you go do all what you need for do at the country where you responsible as a physical policy. So I only hope say the government will go for look how things then go for go carry on. But devaluation and inflation is very difficult for let you go point out who's one will they surpass in company. But the inflation is what you they see. Because now in the final consumer, we all man they get in price and all man they get in service deal. So but let God help the leaders so we will know where we go. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfren.
Yeah. You're welcome, sir.
Yes, Tolu, you get 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's to the main contribution about inflation. I mean, the government is try for option money. I believe say the reason the one that affect the letting them go down, but the way then they do them money are then they go auction and give them bank rent. And when you see go to them bank 1 to 2 weeks, the money all on disappear back. Then for fairness system and where then go they control then they sell and directly to people and to businessmen them and then put certain amount say this will go sell you. You understand? If you then put a system, a proper system, that will affect the market because even other people, like the government, people how they sell dollar, then they say 1,600. If the government can bring the own for auction, what government opinion say 1,200. Trust me, they all they can do. So government will control that thing there. Sometimes it go there for some months. But the way then they do now they go this something instead 1 week no more then bank they don't pass the money to them. Then we see them go some before 1 to 2 weeks the money don't lost back. So the inflation they continue. I believe say waiting the government they do I want to affect the market. Let that dollar cut. People and businessmen they go buy. If that dollar cut kind of price and cut kind of everything will change. It go affect. It go affect you in the good way. But then bank out and they go pass and so before you remember this all thing not lost back. So now that no more. I know I get plenty, but now 3 minutes I get because I've been talk about light. Light now the number one thing I don't need at the country because they help for preserve. Then tell they talk about farm. If we get food, we not get way for preserve them. Right now, even now Nigeria said somebody they get a whole system they bring there for preserve food and the business people how they come out with the mark market them for side for preserve them food out so that you no go spoil. Locust e sell today, if you not done tomorrow back, you go get side for keep am tomorrow you can continue for sell. You know, all them things they will need light. Light are the number one thing we need. Then I mean if it's 24 hours light behind that, which yourself hold over, you get small tea, you go must go opinion, small company, small business. You do you ask call say yes, I go open this. But that foundation, that thing they know dey. If the lights not there, I think the whole thing go start. Then the SLPNB inside back flat church am. The SLPNB system, me, are they now Wasaki? The SLPNB they work there, they work day and night for export cocoa and coffee. Then they are direct forex where government will they get because how they go so then they buy, they can direct to government. But now they don't have to give private people, a Lebanese man, they not them pass, now then they not Kenema, Bo, now then they buy them thing and they all man they can go and they say all man they go sell your own way. See, first and system in there. You know, for all that SLPM, they be very, very strong. Now, one main source land is for try to create and back now the country. So, now that's no more. And
Yeah, thank
truthfully,
you very much, Tolo.
you're welcome.
I don't know, look
Sorry,
at yes.
sorry, I'm listening to the
Yeah,
bottom of
yeah,
the
just
talk.
round up, sir.
Let me tell you, the only way they tackle inflation, you reserve. Waiting now we reserve. If you central bank, nothing no dey. Now waiting they can I spend. My brother, you can't control your own economy. It's a failed state. Because you dey spend if you dey spend more than what you dey earn, I want survive. We central bank is nothing, nothing not the inside. So now that money when they talk say they want for go when are you call out liquidate or waiting they want for go do. Now just wait for make them just buy time for deviate people in mind from the corruption where they go through that the system. But there is no way you can take 60 million or whatever. If the president don't take 60 million inside September, we not reach 1 month it. The 1 month not do it. They want to go auction 80 million. Waiting at the return where you look for. So you dey look from your reserve. If the reserve of the state not in billions of dollars, my brother, your Leone is just a paper for people for just they buy fried fish and chicken, but not to for let the country go forward. So you cannot bring in nothing, you cannot sell nothing. Because whether man don't go take in dollar, go buy a market can, and they can put price. If you may buy on 5, they can sell on 10. You never controller. Because you don't get the resources for controller. So when we want to talk about inflation, let the president, if you mean can really for work for we Sierra Leonean, now we country, if you mean really can for work for we, then money away than the use for DMO, for this, for that. If you mean cut down the all, even if vehicle the way they use, the way they travel, if money no more than they spend within the Sierra Leone of itself by government, it's too much. So then money and if you don't cut out every minister one car, wait, go that car then for go from your working place, not for go girlfriend or for go even church or mosque. If you cut down those inflation, if you cut down the spending, the economy will grow. But you just spend more than waiting the minister, you just spend past the minister. You never control the minister because why now you just spend past the minister. So how will you country economy grow? Now just give time and chance to me other brother let them talk. But my brother just the waste to energy here. We go
Oh,
talk till thy kingdom come. Nothing not the change for her. Nothing. Sad.
thank
All
you,
right,
Tolo.
Sibo.
Hello?
Yeah, we'll get you now. 3 minutes, sir.
All right. Truthfully, tell you thank you for always this program where they bring come all the know because most of the things the way they bring come I don't know. I know they know them before because the book and done whatever we understand. This bank governor man. Now one of the man I don't know whether I don't know that man there. He don't take 60 million. He say a bribe. He don't see aid and tail for them. He don't see nothing. We come out of him. He recover other 8 million back. Nama we sober. They're not sober. They're not sober at all. What a shame. Free Sierra Leoneans, especially them, the bank governor. But look we exchange rate. 12,000 leons to $1. 12,000 leons to $1. Oh, boy. You know, sit down and think how we go able foresee how this Leone will little bit kind of. To me, I made them devalue the Leone one time. Then the Leone devalue. They will not say the Leone don't devalue. All this still way they do, benefit not they. Instead of it, they go print new money. For many devalue the money. They will not say the money don't devalue. At this rate, $12,000, 12,000 Leones to $1. What's that we head to? What's that we go? 12,000 Leones to $1. Oh, they talk about this agriculture, but when they make boast, come a bomb. Hey, we don't plant, we don't get tractor. Hey, look come. But one day we not see bag of rice. We mark from Salon. I'm not saying America one day. Bag of rice. When they go bag the rice, they write down made of Sierra Leone. Bag of rice, Sierra Leone. I'm not saying. Look today. Na kasada hit. Kasada na hit. Na yeah. They're not going to compare. Salon only compare Salon with America. And they're far away. All these excuses in the make all the world get problem, this, that. But America maintain them basic. They're not what for. We get water, we get light, they maintain them. Even when we buy fuel, $5 for gallon. Look which I don't come on. Because the institution, they work. The institution, they work. It work. So it not work at all. It's still the farm, man. It hard for broker. It hard for broke. So if they get any problem, they know how to solve them problem. And then it's solve the best of their ability for the citizen. We say, I don't know what is wrong with we. What is wrong with we? Whether man is agriculture and capital, yes, we need capital. But we not get the willing, we not get the willing, we not get to say, well, this level we self try. So no man don't believe say farming for get work. Na politics for get farming for get money. Na politics, we go na politics to go make money. Quick one. Go be lost, you go double to car. But you don't believe say farming for get money. No. Look at America, we get beaucoup money. America, they still they do farming work. You go at the back here. Look, we get to get place now on the back road. I take a drive, go there. If you see the amount of vegetables we in the plant, last one, private people there. But we not get that vision in there. So there are much of land and where the waste of the provinces. Well, what kind of free tongue? Well, come do corruption. We get quick money. So no man want to spend money. We don't want to work. You not go work. You have to work first before you spend the money. You have to work. So I think that we still got fault. We shall not man got fault. When I go talk to man, I go say, hey, now we the America. Hey, now we this. We lazy. That is the fact. You give Salon man money now, still go make farm now. Ask them back tomorrow. With the money, what you do? You go begin to tell you all kind of excuse. We lazy. And if this lady paper, we will not go see we clear. We're too lazy. Look the palm kernel. One man say SLPMB. Go to Malaysia. Or palm kernel. Now in Malaysia, if the amount of palm wine where they make out of that palm kernel, when they can buy all the seed in a salon. SLPM, and you get that still in there. They can buy all the seed. Look Malaysia. Look the amount of palm wine where they produce. America yourself, we get palm wine. You're not serious. We're not serious. And we're lazy. Then our contribution now and then. We're lazy. We're not serious. There is laziness. We want to spend money. You don't work for another life. You know, work. We get for work for the money first before you spend it. And the contribution I want there.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good night.
Yeah. I don't see you, Miss Call,
Hello?
but let's just squeeze you in quick.
All right, thank you. Yeah, because what I call it just gonna the mail right away,
Okay.
voicemail. So maybe yeah. Um, me my own contribution what I get tonight is then here where the central bank they do so not any strange thing. This mechanism that we don't they in place, even a developed world itself. Now that way they try for manage inflation, you know, and when during this process, they really need to be careful because sometimes then if you do too much, there's a problem. Then you end up dissatisfying other people when you cause problem again too. It just sounds like Usa we did. Now yeah, we say get inflation in the 40 years. If inflation not get to that point yet, so then get a systematic or very careful way for do this way they not crash the whole market. And say the market, maybe people don't know that. A lot of people know. But now they people learn savings, everything, then retirement stuff. Now they everybody they it finds a way most people don't know say now they then stuff like that. Because if you know, it will be a problem. Just imagine where the market drop for 500 points. You know they know, but how much you lost in your retirement? It's an immense amount. That money the way you don't work for the longest time, maybe say 14, 15 years or 30 years. It did that money, that market. Now in then they trade with. They don't know now gamble and the gamble with that money there. But they know they tell you it did it because it profitable to you, profitable to your employer, and of course the people that want to manage your money. You see. So when we talk about inflation, we need to be very careful because if the central bank or whoever they implement the monetary policies there, then therefore be very careful because each time you see when they increase the rate, you will see the market react to that. Because we think are happy when then they do good one side, it affect the other place. How is that? So when they increase the rate, all this way they do and for let them manage inflation. Okay, they increase the rate. Once they increase that rate today, it'll reduce people for even borrow money. Because when money they in abundance, now that make inflation the thing. Now you see people just few goods now available for lots of money. So when you get the money in abundance, people they just go buy. But if they increase that rate today, how they increase the rate, it they entice some other people for take the money back to the bank for let them gain more interest on that one day. Because the bank themselves don't adjust that rate today for let yourself make money for that. Day. Now what thing that happen is when the rate then go down, you take your money come up because your money will just sit down at the bank there. They make no nothing for you. So instead, what you do, hold on to your money because if the emergency come, you be able to take that money they use it. You see, but then they entice you, they increase that rate for let you take that money can go. I don't see anything different than what in Sierra Leone bank they do right now. You they say well, then they auction the money, but that not really means in an auction then they auction money. Then they create a situation wherein people will come if not bonds and sell people and buy because they get that money there. If they don't promise you say if you put 20 Leone Naya in 6 months you will get another 30 leons on top of the 20 leons, you don't go 50 leons. It don't encourage you for let you take that 20 leon they invest into that stuff. You see, but I think that the education we need for get right sometimes. So in order to auction, we go see and say now auction, and then there are times so if you to say necessary for print the money because you don't see the money in circulation problem. Some people go there, they're not able to do their business effort. So then they put a standstill in economic development. You see, but at the same time, you get for make sure say the money not there in circulation too much. So it adjusts, you get for find a fine line in between where people say you not damage the other side where you try for make one side. You see, so I don't think it's an inappropriate behavior that they do. Yeah. The main thing back in that country, we get resources there, but we know to utilize them right. You see, For now, we encourage people the way the other side and for come, let them invest into the country. Even the natives that will come out of that place, they, for let them go able to go invest. You get to create ways for entice people and for go. If not small money, then get that one, the $500, then go. They encourage for let them go able invest it. The one thing back way very they put we at risk back to this instability. Because if you want that country to grow, encourage every Sierra Leone, every nation for come inside the hey, say we're in peace now. But if we're not in peace, we're not encourage people and for coming, it's very tough. But I don't see anything different what the other central banks than they do than what in the central bank they do over here. You know, we just careful, be very careful, find the fine line for let you not cause trouble one side where you try for make the other side. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, Ezekiel, squeeze and they quick because we're not supposed for there again.
Yeah, sorry about that. Try for calling. Again, it just went go to voicemail. But anyway, Abi, we just want to make few suggestions for the bank governor. So, if it be one really for help, control certain things, um, especially on the inflation side, because if it say they distribute that dollar to the banks, it's just you know. Sierra Leone. How many people are there really get the time for understand that part? Like yeah, now the Fed they control the rate, the interest, the way they increase basically for discourage borrowing. But then they only affect people the way they want buy bigger stuff like housing. We want buy house, we want buy motor car, we want buy flashy things. Now then they affect. You know, yeah, people way the government they find way for let them continue for subsidize them rather. Now when it come to food items, so Sierra Leone, if even the Fed, the bank governor want control the rate, let's say he increase rate so that it will make it difficult for people away and get big businesses for let them know begin they spend too much. Then they still push them down to the level to the final consumer because the way you don't hungry, you go want to find something for it. So if they still go affect them, why they not use that big money they and subsidize gas, where the petrol, where get for affect everybody in the country. Every little thing where they can with now Freetown, the price they go up because transportation they high because of gas. Instead of give all that money they to banks, why subsidize gas when are the main thing we go get vibrate prices for people where then they buy food and have food items. Why they not do that? 60 million will not evaporate. You be say, oh, now bribe will not see no effect to the people. Why not go subsidize crude oil so that the price of gas will go down small, that will vibrate to everybody in the country. I mean, your idea than the CEO inflation side because the idea of you increase rate to send it to the final consumer. You hold the money tight to then go still push that whole process down to the final consumer. So use something where say it get your capacity for spread now the country where you go able to minimize food prices. So I see maybe that will help if they want to look into that. Thank you so much, Triple.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, bad governor, how long you will only 2 bits now? Yeah? But now you get the pen, now you get the paper, now you the authorize. The economy need your attention. And we hope say the attention where the economy need, you go get 'em. We'll go there back tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be an interesting one. So on Wednesday we can join AYV for the hot seat. Yeah? Mami pa chef na inge for the deceiver blinding. I did bet one thing, say it's gonna be everything about the mayor. What he be talk. I ain't get for be. Mostly waiting get for talk and you have to go against the mayor. We'll go for sit down. My popcorn ready. The watch and I are live. Yeah? Thank you, Mosdi. Blessings.